Aloha everyone, and welcome to the Source Yoga and Wellness Online. Today we have a strength and stretch, so grab your weights, grab 2 blocks, and let's start on your back. When you're ready, roll all the way down onto your spine. Bend your knees and place your feet on the earth about hips width distance apart. Before we move into muscle engagement, let's take a moment to open up a little bit to create space for the strength to come in. Keep your left leg where it is. Cross your right ankle up and over your left thigh for a supine figure 4. Now actively press your right knee away from your body. At the same time, you have the option, if you'd like more, clasp your hands behind your left leg on your left hamstring. Pull your left knee to your chest at the same time, press your right knee away. Take 3 breaths here. As you breathe, focus on the region of your hip. Right around the outside of your glute, your piriformis. For this is a muscle that we'll be working today. We'll find this glute activity time and time again, so while you are here, take a moment to just open and prepare. Inhale, tee out your arms, keep your legs in their exact configuration. Exhale, drop your legs over to the left, drop your gaze over to the right. Breathe into a subtle twist in your spine. Inhale your spine out of your hips, away from your hips. Exhale, twist a little bit more. One more breath just like that. Inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, draw your knees to center. Unwind your legs. Place your right foot on the earth. Exhale, cross your left ankle over your right thigh for a supine figure 4. Now right here, start by pressing your left knee away from your chest. If you'd like more in that left hip, grab behind your right leg, pull your hamstring towards your stomach, press your left knee away. Take a breath in. And a full exhale. 2 more just like that. Slowly keep your legs in their exact configuration. Inhale, tee out your arms. Exhale, drop your knees over to the right. Drop your gaze over your left shoulder. Breathe into space in your spine. Inhale for length. Exhale to twist. 1 more just like that. Slowly inhale, draw your knees to center. Exhale, unwind your legs. Place your feet both on the earth at hips width distance. Now make sure that your heels are just a bit beyond your fingertips and press into your feet to activate your legs. Take a breath in. Exhale, bridge lift. Lift your hips up. Now hold here. Drive your hips as high as you can. Squeeze your glutes, the backs of your hips. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower down. Now inhale here. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Now continue to fire up here. As you fire up, notice your feet. Are you pressing into your big toe mounds? Press into your big toes to activate your outer glutes to create more energy to drive up. You're here for 4. Pulse at the top in 3. Pulse at the top in 2. Lift up, hold up, pulse up. Pulse up. Little pulses here. Squeeze the backs of your legs. Squeeze your glutes. Fire up through your hamstrings by pressing into your heels for 4. For 3. Lower down in 2. Lower down. Draw your knees to your chest. Take a breath in. Exhale, rock and roll the length of your spine to a tabletop. Cross your ankles, plant your hands, step your knees back to come onto all 4s. Now from here, inhale your right leg directly behind you. Exhale, fire hydrant on the right. Bend your right knee, swing your right knee out to the side. Keep pressing your heel towards the back of the room. Inhale, lower like you're closing a clam. Exhale, open up like the shell is widening. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now continue here. As you lower and lift, target the outside of your glute. Aim to press into both of your hands to broaden the space behind your heart. Press the space between your shoulder blades towards the sky for 4. Last 3. Pulse in 2. Hold up, add a little pulse up, pulse up, pulse up. Squeeze your outer glute for 4. For 3, hold it here in 2. Hold it here, hip circles. Draw your knee into your elbow. As you draw your knee into your elbow, send it down to the earth, press it back. Go out, elbow, earth, back. Out, elbow, down, back. Now continue with this hip circle motion. Continue to drive into your finger pads to strengthen your deltoids, your shoulder muscles. Take 2 more full cycles. And then slowly come to your tabletop. Onto the other side. Inhale, kick your left leg back to start. Exhale, bend your left knee, send it out to the side. Now continue, drive your heel towards the back of the room. Inhale, lower your knee, hover your knee from the earth. Exhale, lift for your fire hydrant. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now focus on the range of motion. If you feel any pinching in your hip that does not feel like strength, only take it as far as your strength will go. As you find activation in the outside of your left hip, press into your finger pads to stabilize your shoulders. You're here for 4. Pulse in 3. Pulse in 2. Hold it up, add a little pulse up, pulse up, pulse up. As you pulse, squeeze your core. Draw your ribs towards your hips for 4. Hold in 3. Hold in 2. Hip circles, draw your knee into your elbow, press it down to the earth. Kick your heel back, send your knee out wide, pull in, send down. Now continue with this big circular motion in your left hip to find space and opening along with the strength. Take 2 more circles, and on your own time, come back to your tabletop. Inhale, tuck your toes behind you. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips high. Press your heart towards your thighs. As you soften your heels towards the earth, relax your neck. Breathe into the space in the backs of your legs. An optional walk out your dog. Bend into one knee at a time to lengthen your hamstring. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Now slowly inhale, lift your right leg high, lift your heel to the sky. Pause here. Exhale, drive your chest to the back of your mat. Pulse your heel up, pulse up, pulse up. As you pulse your right heel high, squeeze your right glute. Parallel your hips to the earth. Keep your right hip in line with your left. Continue to pulse for 4. Pulse for 3. Pulse for 2. Inhale, lift your heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot forward. Receive your weights, grab your weights. Inhale, crescent lunge with your hands to heart center, rise up, bring your weights to your chest. Exhale, square your hips forward. Lift your back heel as high as you can over your back ball mount. Hold your right knee over your right ankle. Now from here, inhale, 90-90 lunge. Bend your left knee. Find a 90 degree in both of your legs. Exhale, lift your left knee up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now continue here at your own pace. Find your breath and notice how it moves through your body. We'll add a pulse at the bottom in 4. Pulse at the bottom in 3. Hold at the bottom in 2. Come to the bottom of your 90-90, pulse up, pulse up. Little movements here. Fire up through your legs for 4. Hold in 3. Hold in 2. Hold your 90-90 lunge. Inhale, straighten out your back left leg for crescent lunge. Exhale, plant your weights on the earth. Bring your weights down to frame your front right foot. Press your hands to your mat rather than your weights. Inhale, 3-leg down dog, lift your right leg high. Exhale, scorpion out your down dog, move into some hip circles. Hold the integrity of your left leg. As you draw a circular motion into your right hip, feel that release and then switch the direction of your circles. Inhale, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, high plank with your right leg lifted. Shift forward. Now take a breath in. Exhale, pulse your right heel up. Pulse up, pulse up, pulse up. Same movement here. Squeeze your right glute. Activate the back of your right leg. Press your hands into the earth to round the space between your shoulder blades for 4. High plank in 3. High plank in 2. High plank, release your right foot down. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your stomach. Once you are on your stomach, bring your hands to the earth and moving into your legs once again. Take a breath in, lift your chest up. Exhale, lift your right heel. Inhale, lower your right heel. Exhale, lift your left. Inhale, lower. Exhale, opposite heel. Inhale, lower. Exhale, switch. Now keep your hands pressing into the earth to stabilize just as you work on your legs. You'll hold one of your legs up in 4. Whatever leg you're on in 3. Pulsing up in 2. Whatever leg you're on, pulse up for just 4. Other side in 3. Other side in 2. Other side in 1. Pulse your opposite heel. Just pulse for 4. Lowering down in 3. Lowering down in 2. Lower down. Tuck your toes but stay on your knees. Inhale, tabletop, press up. Exhale, downward facing dog, press back. Awesome work, yogis. On to the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Pause on your exhale, press your heart back. Pulse your left heel high. Pulse up, pulse up. Similar sensation. We're getting into our glute the same way we always have done in this practice. Just feeling the sensation that comes in this moment rather than the ones prior. Take a breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot forward. Grab your weights. Receive your weights in your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge with your weights to your chest. Bend into your left knee. Pause and exhale. Lift your back right leg up towards the sky. And activating the belly of your right knee up, what you find is a sensation or a activation in your right glute to press your right hip forward. Draw your left hip back. Now moving into our lunges. Inhale, lower down 90-90. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now continue on your own here. Fire up to the top of your left thigh, your left quadricep, as well as the back of your right leg, your right hamstring. You should feel both of these muscle groups really strong and active here. Continue here, and we'll pulse at the bottom in 4. Pulse in 3. Pulse in 2. Hold at the bottom, add a pulse up. Pulse up, pulse up. So the bottom of the movement is your 90-90 lunge. As you pulse up, you squeeze everything in your legs. Everything should be firing here for 4. Hold at the bottom in 3. Hold at the bottom in 2. Hold at the bottom of your 90-90 lunge. Now inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your hands on the earth. Remove your blocks. Press into your hands. Inhale, 3-leg down dog. Lift your left leg high. Exhale, scorpion out your dog. Move into some hip circles to open up your left hip. Now check in with your hands. Are you pressing down into your finger pads? Are you activating your shoulders? Switch the direction of your circles in your left knee. Inhale, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, high plank with your left heel lifted. Take a breath in. Exhale, pulse up, pulse up, pulse up, pulse up. Now continue to pulse here. Continue to press into your hands. Puff out the space behind your heart for 4. High plank in 3. High plank in 2. Inhale, high plank, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down. Now working just into your back. This time press into your toenails. And as you press into your toenails, lift your knees slightly from the earth. Activate your legs, but we'll keep your legs still. Interlace your hands behind your head for back extensions. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift your chest up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now continue here. Use your open mouth exhales and at the top, squeeze your shoulder blades together and down your back to fire up your lat muscles as well as your rhomboids between your shoulder blades. You're here for 4. Pulse up in 3. Pulse up in 2. Hold up, add a little pulse. Pulse up, 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 up. Nice. 4. 3, 2, lower down. Tuck your toes but stay on your knees. Inhale, tabletop, rise up. Exhale, find your blocks and place one block underneath your right leg, one block underneath your left hand. Now you have the option here to grab a weight and place this weight behind your left leg, right in the crevice where your hamstring meets your calf. Once it's there, first start by squeezing your left heel in. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift your knee up. Inhale, lower your knee to hover. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now continue here. Press into your finger pads to stabilize in your shoulders. Hold your hips in line with your shoulders as you work your left hamstring muscle. Breathe into that hamstring muscle. Continue with your breath for 4. We'll pulse up in 3. Pulse up in 2. 1, hold it up, pulse, pulse, pulse. Lift your heel towards the sky, or if you have a weight there, squeeze your heel towards your glute and lift your knee to the sky for 4. For 3, lower down in 2, lower down, switch it out. Remove your weight, blocks, and place your block underneath your left knee. Place your other block underneath your right hand. Now with your weight, you have the option to pin it in the crevice behind your knee. Curl your right heel towards your glute. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift your knee up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Awesome work. Now continue here. Continue to use your breath and the mindfulness in the backs of your legs, specifically your right leg. As you curl your hamstring, squeeze your glute, press your knee towards the sky. Awesome strength, yogis. We'll add a pulse up in 4. Pulse up in 3. Pulse up in 2. Last one, hold it up, add a pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 4, 3, 2, lower down all the way. Remove your weight, remove your blocks, come to your tabletop. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk out your dog, take a moment just to stretch out the backs of your legs. And when you're ready, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat, forward fold both of your feet to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Now option to grab your weights here. Inhale, chair pose, bend into your knees, press your weights up and over your head. Exhale, bring your weights to heart center. Step your feet out wide, just about hips width distance or a little bit wider, up to you. Now sit low into your squat. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Now continue to get the entire range of motion here. As you lower down, sit deep into your glutes. As you press up, press your hips slightly forward. For your hips are the opposite of your glutes. As you press them forward, what you find is an activation in the back of your hips or your glute muscles. Continue to find this squat. You're here for 4. We'll pulse up in 3, pulse up in 2, sit it low, pulse up, pulse up, pulse up, pulse up. Beautiful, we're here for 4, for 3, for 2, inhale, chair pose, press your weights up. Exhale, forward fold, bring your weights down, release your weights, keep your feet as they are. Bring your blocks to towers and press into your left leg. Inhale, modified airplane, take your right leg long behind you. Exhale, Jiva squat, bend into your left knee, cross your right knee behind your left calf. Now your option here, if you want to take it with a weight, is to grab a weight, pin it behind your right leg, and to keep your knee bent rather than extending. I'll cue to the knee. Inhale, lengthen, straighten your knee out. Exhale, Jiva squat, bend your knees in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Now whether you like to take your weight rather behind your leg or without it, continue here to just find these jiva squats. This word jiva in Sanskrit means self. For in this moment you're squatting into yourself, and it's an opportunity to connect to your inner strength. Find that inner strength as you move. We got just 4 more. We'll pulse up in 3. Pulse up in 2. 1, hold it up. Now whether you have your weight or without, bend your knee, pulse up, pulse up, pulse up. So either you have your weight there or it is not there. Still bend your knee towards the sky to activate your right glute for 4. Forward fold in 3. Forward fold in 2. Forward fold, bring both of your feet to touch. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, grab your weight. Inhale, chair pose, punch your weights towards the sky. Exhale, pull your weights to heart center, sit low and step your feet out wide. So a wide leg squat. As you step your feet out wide, press your toes out towards the sides with your heels slightly in. Now sit nice and low into your hips. Now right from here, lift your right heel up. Begin to pulse up, pulse up, pulse up. By now your legs should be absolutely firing. Continue to push through. This is the moment your physical exercise turns into a mental experience. In this mental experience, cultivate the idea of strength. For all the strength you need is already within you. Let it manifest externally in your body in this moment for 4. Other heel lifts in 3. Other heel lifts in 2. Lower your right heel, lift your left heel up, continue to pulse. Continue to pulse. This is our last little bit standing, so give it as much as you can. Continue to pulse up with your left heel high. Let your mind tell you that you can do more than you even think you could when you started this practice. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. Here for 2. 1, sit low. Step your feet into chair pose. Inhale your hands high and above your head. Exhale, forward, fold all the way down. Final exercise in your legs. Bring your hands to your towers and your blocks. Press into your right leg. Inhale your left leg long behind you. Exhale, jiva squat. Bend into your right knee. Cross your left knee to the outside of your right calf. Option to pin a weight behind your left leg. Inhale, lengthen out. If you have that weight there, keep your knee bent. Exhale, jiva squat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squat. Now continue here. This is your last exercise. So in knowing that, leave it all here on your mat space today. Give it everything you got. We're here for 4. We'll pulse up in 3. Pulse up in 2. 1, pulse up. Now whether you have your weight there or not, keep your heel lifted towards the sky. You're here for 4. Here for 3. Here for 2. 1, hold it here, grab your weight, and then forward fold. Step your left foot down. Take a full breath in your forward fold. And a full breath out. Inhale, halfway lift in your torso. Exhale, high plank, plant your hands down, step your feet back. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips high, press your heart to your thighs. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon on the right. Draw your right knee to your outer right wrist. Square your right shin as close to the top of your mat as feels comfortable. Option, grab a block and slide it underneath your right sitting bone if that feels good in your body. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, fold, surrender, and let go. Yogis, in this moment, allow yourself the space and time to rest, soaking up the benefits of your work. So often we work so hard just to move right on to the next thing. In this moment, in this practice, give yourself space to just honor what you have accomplished. In doing so, in resting in the work you've put in, rest your mind in who you are. Not who you thought you were before you stepped onto your mat, but who you found within the four corners of your mat space here today. Take 3 more breaths, resting in yourself. When you're ready to move on, rise up to your palm. Tuck your left toes behind you. Inhale, 3-leg down dog. Lift your right leg towards the sky. Option to shake it out here if you need any blood flow in your toes. And then release your right foot down. Inhale, lift your left leg high, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, half pigeon on the left, Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. Square your left shin as much as is comfortable to the top of your mat. Press your right hip forward, settle your left hip down, and then option to surrender. Physically, option to surrender your chest over your left shin. But know this deeper surrender happens when you energetically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally surrender or let go of anything you no longer need to carry. Anything that holds you back from resting as you are. Anything that holds you back from your true self, send it on its way. And embrace who you are underneath it all. Take 5 breaths. Take 1 more full breath in. And a full exhale. Slowly rise up to your palms. Tuck your back right toes. Inhale, 3-leg down dog, lift it up. Exhale, shake it out, scorpion it out, whatever you need to do. And then find your final downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat, come through to have a seat. Send your legs long in front of you. And once you have done so, keep your left leg long. Bend your right knee and cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Plant your right hand behind your back on the earth. Inhale, your left arm high. Exhale, cross your left elbow over your right thigh. Now pause here. Notice if your right sitting bone is lifting up from the earth, press it down. In pressing it down, what you find is an opening in your piriformis muscle, the same muscle we've been working throughout this entire practice. Inhale for lengthen your spine. Exhale to open. 1 more just like that. Inhale, find length. Exhale, find opening. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, place your left hand down. Send your right leg long. Inhale, both hands high right here. Bend your knees as much as you need. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, west stretching pose. Relax your neck. Release through your glutes. Soften through the backs of your legs. And allow yourself the space and time to just rest, to soften, to let gravity do its natural work here and to be still. Not only in your body, but also in your mind. Take 3 breaths. Slowly. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, place your hands behind your back, bend your left knee, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Keep your left hand where it is. Inhale your right hand high. Exhale, spinal twist to the left. Ardha Matsyendrasana, sit your left or press your left sitting bone to the earth rather, to twist around the axis of your spine, open your chest, widen your collarbones. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, Baddha Konasana, final stretch. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Now, a little bit of bicep activation here. Interlace your fingers around your toes. Inhale, puff your chest up. Exhale, bend your elbows out to the side, pull your chest forward, and once you have found your depth, relax while pushing and pulling in your biceps and just remain. Find this rotation in your hips to encourage opening there. Soften your spine to relax your neck. 2 more breaths. Slowly inhale, rise up. Exhale, send your legs long. Bring your heels to the wide edges of your mat. Find both of your blocks. Bend your knees and slide your blocks underneath the backs of your thighs as close to your glutes as you can. They will slide forward as you do back. Slowly recline all the way down to your supported Shavasana, bone by bone, vertebra by vertebra. And at the bottom, let your knees lift on your blocks to soften your hips. As you soften your hips, disengage your glutes to melt your low back to the earth and find this restorative sensation here. Flip your palms up to the sky. And as you open your chest, open yourself up to receiving. Receive strength. Receive gratitude. Receive the very need to embrace who you are as you are. Receive the fact, the truth that you are exactly where you're meant to be in your journey. For this journey is less about the destination and more about being present with where you are. If we can do that, then we do the entirety of this practice. So it is in this practice of being where you are that we will leave you. We will leave you to remain in stillness for as long as you need. Enjoy your practice, yogis. Namaste.